All right. Good morning, Mishpaha. Good morning to everybody. If it wasn't for the joy of being able to read the Word and get into the Word with everybody, Facebook would be a real nuisance. I'd have shut my account down a long time ago. It's like so silly stuff I've got to put up with. So, but anyways, that don't matter. The only thing that matters is it's a beautiful day out and I can see a real pretty sunrise coming up. Today's day of preparation. Man, I love it that, I look forward to it every week. Can't wait till Friday gets here because, we have Torah Talk time tonight and we get to get into the Word together as a family and anybody listening, I just want to let you know if you haven't seen it or we haven't been able to invite you or you haven't invited yourself yet, for all those who are a part, who really follow our ministry regularly and stuff, find our group page I created last night, Shema Yisrael 7 Ministry Group. You have to write group at the end of it. And invite yourself and we will approve you. One of the key reasons why I created that group yesterday is because all this nonsense going on. I don't know what's going on for if you haven't heard, I've been blocked for a week now by Facebook except for the groups that I'm an admin in. So I had 88 groups. I got rid of them all except for the 7 groups that I'm an admin in. I'm just not going to deal with this nonsense anymore. So, and I'm sure not going to go to 81 groups and say, hey, can I be an admin? No. So that way, whoever's doing this to cause trouble or whatever, if it's somebody, then that should eliminate it. Or either that or Facebook has got a spur in their bun for me for whatever reason. So, but it's all right. Yah's word will prevail, so I praise him for that. And with that said, day 16, Psalm chapter 16. Preserve me, O El, for you. There you go. Preserve me, O El, for in you I put my trust. O my soul, you have said to Yehovah, you are my Adon. My goodness is nothing apart from you. As for the saints who are on the earth, they are the excellent ones, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrows shall be multiplied, who hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood I will not offer, nor take up their names on my lips. O Yehovah, you are the portion of my inheritance and my cup. You maintain my lot. The lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. Yes, I have a good inheritance. I will bless Yehovah who has given me counsel. My heart also instructs me in the night seasons. I have set Yehovah always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad and my glory rejoices. My flesh also will rest in hope. For you will not leave my soul in Sheol, nor will you allow your Holy One to see corruption. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forever. It's funny that this chapter is talking about this because I was riding into work this morning to get in here and stuff. I was just kind of but I was praying and I was just talking to Yah about, all of this going on and, the silliness and stuff. And, I don't look at this as persecution because I think real persecution is much different than me being blocked from being able to post stuff. You know, but it can try the patience, especially when you have a hunger to share the word and to fellowship with others and stuff like that. But as I was coming in this morning, and I was just thinking about almost the very things of what David is saying here, is that my fullness, your presence is fullness of joy. And at your right hand are pleasures forever. I have set Yehovah always before me, because he is my right hand, I shall not be moved. I mean, if Yehovah is before us at all times, if we walk in his steps, it's kind of like, I'm sure all of you have heard footprints in the sand, right? It's been around for a couple decades as far as I can remember, even longer. The short version of it is, you know, this guy has a dream and he sees all of the, he sees two sets of footprints in the sand, but at the hardest times of his life, he only sees one set. And he asks, Yah, why is it that when I'm going through really hard times, do you leave me? And the end of that thing is that it was at those times that I carried you. You know, I don't think we really realize how much Yah carries us through this stuff, and how he, like a groom would do to his bride, that he wouldn't want her to step into a big massive puddle of mud that would get her dirty, or step into a dangerous trap. A true husband would scoop up his bride into his arms and risk his own injuries, risk his own danger to protect her, to keep her safe. And you can't tell me that our King doesn't do the same thing. You can't tell me that he's not laying down his proverbial robe over the puddles of water that would get us all wet and dirty. You can't tell me that when there's a gap or a hole or something that we could fall in and get hurt, he doesn't pick us up and carry across us. Now, he may allow us to go through hard times and stuff like that, only for the purpose of strengthening us so that we're not weak when real tribulation comes. But even then, I believe without doubt that Yah he's still carrying us. He's still holding our hand, hanging on to us, especially if we're holding on to him, but we're not paying close attention, and we start tripping and falling in holes, and he's got a hold of us, and he's like, come on, look at me, stay focused, keep your eyes on me. You know, it's like certain things of training and stuff. You know, if people are falling off of something and there's a long drop that they would surely die, and somebody's got a hold of them, and you see it in movies and stuff, they're like, keep your eyes on me, focus on me, and let's go, let's get you up. That's what we need to do. That's where we need to be with our bridegroom, is keep our eyes on him, grab a hold of his hand and not let go. Keep our eyes on him. Don't worry about the drop-offs and the cliffs. Don't worry about the big waves and the storms all around us and the fire, because he says that those who obey him, the water will not overtake them, the fire will not burn them. You know, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are a perfect example of that, because no matter what, even the threat of being cast into the furnace, they would not bow to Nebuchadnezzar. And even the mighty soldiers, powerful soldiers that bound them and carried them to the furnace, were burned up and killed when throwing them in. But they would not waver, and they would not take their eyes off of Yah. But it wasn't just, well, the key thing is they wouldn't take their eyes off of Yah. But the thing was that they, no matter what, even unto death, if that be the case, they were going to be faithful and obedient. And that's key, is that obedience brings so much protection and blessing upon us. He says it all throughout the Tanakh. If you will obey me, you will be a special treasure unto me. My Torah is strength to your bones and healing to your flesh. I mean, come on, people. How much more do we... That verse all by itself should be enough to get our attention. He says his Torah is strength to our bones and healing to our flesh. And then the very opposite of that is Proverbs 28:9. He who turns his ear away from the Torah, his prayer is an abomination. If we have come to understand the Torah even a little bit, we don't have an excuse. And it cancels out our prayers. Man, that's... You look up, I encourage you, look up the word abomination. Look it up in the Hebrew. Look it up in the English, what it means. And apply that Yah is saying that your prayers is that to him if you turn your ear from his Torah. And David tells us here what it means, to be in the victory, to be in the goodness. My goodness is nothing apart from you. Verse 2, O my soul, you have said to Yehovah, you are my Adonai. My goodness is nothing apart from you. As for the saints who are on the earth, they are the excellent ones in whom all is my delight. And immediately to those who are wicked, their sorrows shall be multiplied, who hasten after another God. Do you have another God in your life? Is there anything, even cigarettes, anything that has a priority in your life is another God? If you have to have that cigarette or whatever the case may be, anything that gets equal status to Yehovah in any way, shape, or form. O Yehovah, you are the portion of my inheritance and my cup. You maintain my lot. And we don't even know. I will bless Yehovah who has given me counsel. My heart also instructs me in the night seasons. We don't even know. So, Mishpachah today, I just encourage you as you go about your day to delight in Yehovah, delight in him, delight in the counsel of him, delight in the hope that you have, delight in the fact that when the time is the hardest, when you're going through the roughest times, that is when he picks you up and carries you. It's when he is there for you. But it's only going to work if you keep your eyes on him. It's only going to work if you walk in obedience to his word, to his Torah, keeping his mitzvot, his commandments, his moedim, his feasts, and especially his Shabbat. Keeping his Shabbat, honoring him, obeying him, showing him how much you love him by how much of his word is a priority to you in your life. Every day in the word, every day meditating on his word, every day, every day, every day. Giving him that time, the first fruits of the day to the last fruits of the day. And as the Shema says in Deuteronomy 6, 4 through 9, the last part of it, I think it's verse 8, and it says, when you wake up, when you lie down, when you sit on the couch, when you're going out and coming in, to meditate on his Torah, his commandments, his everything, to be continuously upon our lips, all these things. Let that be upon you today as you prepare for Shabbat, as you prepare to enter into this rest tonight. with your bridegroom as you prepare to go and be with him for the set apart, holy day, sanctified day that he created to be with his time with his bride once a week. Amen. So be blessed today. Think about nothing else except the fact that how great Yah is and how you are his and he is with you. And call out to him and ask him, show me what I need to change. Show me anything, Abba, that would hinder my relationship with your son, that would hinder my walk, that would hinder my prayers. Reach out to the Father and pray this and ask him to reveal anything in your life that would rob you of the fullness of the blessings that Yehovah wants to give you. And remember this: let your words be few. Let everything that comes from your lips. We are a people of unclean lips. Let us become a people of pure lips before him, with a tame tongue and our minds in submission unto him. Amen. Have a blessed day. Shalom, shalom.